Ciao Decoded, and thank you for inviting me for this session. My name is Miriam Frescura. I am Associate Creative Director at Auge Design, and we are an agency, design agency, focused on packaging and branding based in Florence, Italy. Today, I'm gonna tell you about one of our latest award-winning project, the global relaunch for Bahlsen. And before I tell you about the backstage of the project, I want to share with you the project reel. Okay, so Bahlsen is a German cookies manufacturer from Hanover with an incredible heritage that starts in the in the beginning of the 20th centuries. And when we were invited to participate to the pitch, we had the chance to visit the archive, and we collected a lot of inspiration, very inspirational material, because the very beginning of his history, the brand was really linked to an artistic world. And we found many incredible packaging from the 50s and the 30s. So the first half of the 20th century. Then during the decades, unfortunately, they lost this link, and they began to be more industrial feeling. And this is like the latest version before the pitch. So we were asked to join this pitch with a very, very inspiring brief that was being meaningful and beautiful. So the brand wanted to actually get back to this heritage and ask us to have a vision, what was actually our vision of the brand in 20 years. So a huge step forward. So we were really happy to actually being part of this, and our starting point is this kind of reflection that in the overwhelming and uncertain world we live in, people seek meaningful brands more than ever. And being meaningful is an expression of who you are and what you do. So being meaningful means, of course, to respect your roots. And in this particular case, do not forget about your heritage. And so this care and link with, yes, again, a more artistic, elevate, aesthetical world. And on the other hand, then, being beautiful is also a great work of balance, because, of course, being beautiful and meaningful for a product means also to be functional. So there isn't beauty without functionality. And yes, it's a work of balance, because you need to really pay a lot of attention on the shape and the colors, and everything needs not only to be beautiful, but again, it needs to have a meaning. It needs to be functional for the others, for the consumers. And so this is a huge work, also because in a world considering these two steps, Bahlsen actually had to become an icon. So our work was to revamp the brand and rebuild an iconic image of the brand, starting, of course, from defined elements. We can say like a toolkit. So we had the signature elements of the brand, like the blue and the signature and the tat, that I'm gonna show you them later. And then we had the variable elements like shapes and color. And so we had to really rearrange all these elements in a very proper, meaningful, and beautiful way. We started from the color. So the revamp process of the brand started from the color. So from the old shade that was kind of dusty blue, we decided to go with a more fresh and contemporary, bright shade of blue that actually, according to the Sackmeister book, is what is recognized as the absolute blue. So this was our first step. Second step, of course, was also redesign the signature, so reconsidering some details like working on the B and some other letters like the A, the S, the E. But most of all, we wanted to add something apart the design from a meaning point of view. And we decided to rotate the signature of 5 degrees. Why 5 degrees? So we didn't want to give anything for granted. So everything had to be meaningful. And 5 is actually a number that symbolizes will, inspiration, vertical evolution. And so that was perfect for this kind of project, actually. So this was our final logo. And of course, we wanted to be bolder. And so we decided that the approach on the signature had to be more exploded on the packaging, of course. Then the tat. The tat, again, is a very peculiar sign, is a hieroglyphic sign that the founder of Bahlsen found during one of his journey in Egypt, the beginning of the 20th century. It means everlasting, and he decided to use it to explain and to symbolize the crunchiness of the biscuit through this specific, the very first specific packaging of the brand. So because of this incredible history and this fascinating symbol, because it's like, you know, a sort of snake and spaceship. So we were really amazed of it, and we wanted to use it, and we decided to use it exactly the same way he did, Mr. Bahlsen did, in the 20s. And so we decided to place it in the packaging and use it as the opening label of the packaging, because it's a sort of, guarantee seal for the crunchiness and goodness of the product. And so all around the packaging and this work and the product, we really create and analyze every single biscuit, and we created such like technical files of them, redefining and redesigning all the details about them. So not only the storytelling, but also like redesign all the layers that the biscuits are made of, like chocolate bar and the butter biscuit bar. And so everything, like, yes, a technical file, actually. And we made them for, of course, starting from the iconic product, Chocolate Leibniz, the Waffeletten, the Ohne Gleichen. So we actually approached them as they were real piece of art. And not only like analyzing them, but also we wanted to approach them like a piece of art also through the way we place them on the packaging. So we wanted really to express the proudness of the brand for its product. And so we decided to place the biscuit just on the top of the logo and above a sort of golden pedestal as, the piece of art in a museum, because there is such a great and huge work all around this product, not only from appetite appeal point of view, so the goodness, mean chocolate and the wafer and the creams, but also the design of them from every side, from the front to the back. And this is also part of why we decided to build such a huge storytelling, a 360-degree storytelling all around the packaging. So starting from the front of the pack, we have the front of the biscuit and the name and the main story, the core story about it. And then going through the sides, we can see the side view of the biscuit and the layers that the biscuit is made of, like, for in this case, chocolate bar, hazelnut cream, and the wafer part, base, and not only on the sides. What we did was also like really going also on the back of the pack. And this is, yes, something that you do not see usually, because usually the back of pack is a part that you do not consider. You just place all the legal and the mandatory part that nobody likes, no one from the designer likes. And we decided to use it also to show the entire biscuit. So from the front to the side to the back. Then on colors, this part is a crucial one, because colors has been, again, also another very important part of the project. So all this study and storytelling and preciousness about the product and the brand has also this part of joyfulness thanks to the colors that we choose to use. So this pastel palette that define the single ranges, and of course the different flavors. And so we decided, for example, to define like the white for the dark chocolate and the light blue for the milk chocolate. But then when a biscuit has a specific special flavor like orange, then we use the orange for the background. So everything is really so precious, but also brightful and joyful and good. And also when it comes to collaterals, like very simple and ordinary material like the outer case, we wanted to keep this iconic impact and approach even on such a material. And so what we did was bringing the brand on it, so that at first glance, looking at the shelf, you could still see very well the huge brand and the biscuit. And of course, every outer case following the color of its product. Then, if we look at other range, like the assortment, they're following another kind of color principle, like the more institutional one, no? So we have the blue and the red, or when we go through the cake design, we have a different way to decode flavor and range. But when you look at all of them, there is still always consistency and a familiar impact among each other. So even if it is the core range or the cake, assortment, and even the single product. And this is the before after. So yes, that was a real vision in 20 years, actually, and we are very proud of it. It has been an incredible and amazing work, because it's been a real challenge, and also considering that it has been made during the lockdown, so also remotely. But we always have also about this project, especially on this project, we think that something that we need to keep in mind is also the client bravery, because we receive an incredible brief, and following the brief on the left, that's what the pitch daring proposal, so our vision of the brand in 20 years, and then actually on the right you can see what is on shelf right now, so the Bahlsen global relaunch. When we closed the pitch, we wanted to deliver a message that was more inspirational, something a little bit like disruptive, something that could talk about bravery and iconicity. Okay, so thank you very much, and hope to talk with you on your question and hope to give you the right answer. Bye.